Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very simple card background. The first time that I'm using layering stencils. Stencils are the most fun card making supplies. They create beautiful backgrounds, focal points and lots more. Before we get started, I would really appreciate if you could take a minute to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I post a new video. Before we get creative, let's take a look at this fun stencil from Altenew. It's called Polka Dot Buds. I have used lots of layering stamp sets in the past, but this is the first time I'm using a layering stencil. So I chose to go with something easy with simple layering steps. This stencil comes in two parts. The first one has small round polka dots which resemble the flower, and the second stencil has these leaves and stalks. Both these stencils in this set can be used individually to create versatile backgrounds or combined and layered together to create a beautiful floral pattern. I will be using a white A2 size panel for all the stenciling. I will begin by adhering the polka dot stencil over the white card panel using some painter's tape. These are pretty big patterns, so you wouldn't need any pixie spray over the stencil. These polka dots are our flowers, so let's make some bright and vibrant flowers. I'm using the SSS Pawsitively Saturated ink in the shades of blue. Here we have Royal, Cadet and Marine. I'm using a blending brush to blend these inks. I will begin with the darkest shade in the trio, that is Royal. I will go down the card panel following the color gradient. These inks blend so beautifully. They don't show any kind of harsh lines, creating a beautiful color gradient. Once I am satisfied with the intensity of each layer of color, I will go ahead and carefully peel off the stencil and take a look at this beautiful blue background. Now, let's align the second stencil over the polka dots. These are the leaves and the stems of our little flowers. It's fairly simple to align this layer of stencil over the blue dots. I adhered the stencil same way as I did before using some painter's tape. For my leaves and stem, I thought of keeping it fairly simple, so I'm using the darkest shade of brown of my Simon's Stamp Positively Saturated ink, that is Mocha. And using a blending brush, I will go ahead and blend them onto the entire panel. Well, unlike my flowers, here I won't be creating any kind of gradient. It's just this mocha shade. Take a look at this beautiful background. I decided to trim this background to a slightly smaller panel using my Spellbinder's A2 size dies. Now we can adhere this panel onto a card base. I have these pre-folded white and black card base, but later I thought it would be better if I used a brown color card base for this panel. So I ended up creating an A2 size brown card base for my floral panel. Using a strong double-sided tape, I adhered this panel onto a top-folding brown card base. This is a very simple card design and can be used for any occasion. I have a couple of stamped and heat-embossed sentiment strips. Well, I can add it later depending on the occasion and the recipient. You could also use a variety of colors or even color combinations for the flowers. Mention in the comments down below if you would like to see the card in any other color. Well, now let's work on our envelope. I chose a similar brown envelope, and using the same pair of stencil and the same set of ink shades, I added just one flower on the corner of our envelope. Here's a look at our finished card. I had so much fun using these stencils and creating this card. I hope you had fun watching it too and got inspired. All the supplies can be found linked in the description box below. I hope you had fun watching today's video and got inspired. I would love for you to become a subscriber to my channel, and if you do subscribe or are already a subscriber, please make sure to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next time I post. Also, if you like to share your creations, please tag me on my Instagram at rp_shutterbug. There's a link to that in the description box below. Thank you again for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe.